Hello and welcome back. I'm Barbara O'Neill. Today we're diving into the topic of fasting and how it can benefit your health. Fasting might seem challenging, but it's a practice with many positive effects, especially as we age and focus on maintaining our well-being. It can help improve metabolic health, support better digestion, and even boost mental clarity. In this lecture, we'll look at how fasting works and why it can be a helpful tool for enhancing overall health. From its effect on energy levels to its potential to support weight management, we'll cover the key benefits that make fasting worth considering.
It's healing the gut. So the bad breath, yes, it's because something's not right down in there. There is a cleansing process that is necessary. And one of the most fascinating ways to do this cleansing is fasting. My lecture tonight is the physical effects of fasting. My lecture tomorrow at 11 o'clock is the spiritual, mental effects of fasting. Sorry, 9:30. I'm so glad my husband's here. Just to remind me. Yes, Pastor Plummer is at 11. At 9:30, I'm going to show you the physical and the mental effects of fasting. But tonight, I want to show you the physical effects. What is fasting? The dictionary says that fasting is the absence of food. Now, there are many ways that you can fast. And at our health retreat, Misty Mountain Health Retreat, people come in for various reasons. And no matter what the reason, they juice for 2 days. No matter what the problem, they juice for 2 days. I had a couple come once. She was 38 kilos. He was 48 kilos. It's not very big, is it? I'm only a little lady. I'm about 48 kilos, but it's a problem if I'd be 38 kilos. And it's a problem if a man is 48 kilos. They said, please don't fast us. We're so thin as it is. I said, I need to fast you. Because one of the problems is your gut is not working and it needs a break. It needs a break. A very important law of health is rest. Oh, how many people lay down to sleep at night and there's one organ that is not resting. It is the stomach. Before electric lights, the main meal was always had in the middle of the day. There was light. It's only a recent thing, probably the last 80 years, where people, instead of eating breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, and tea like a pauper, they eat breakfast like a pauper and lunch like a pauper, and the king and the queen are eaten at night together. And we see the results, because human bodies are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because all the fuel's taken in at night and the body says, yippee, now we can do something. Oh no, they've gone to sleep. What are we going to do with all the fuel? We'll have to store it. We'll have to store it. And the person wakes up in the morning, oh, they don't feel like breakfast. Why not? Because poor old stomach has had to slog away all night with everything shut down and it can't work very fast. And often there's still a bit in there and it's in a warm environment. It's not going to be very nice down there. So this couple said to me, please don't fast us. I said, I need to. They were eating so much food in an attempt to what? Put on a bit of weight. But poor old stomach was so overworked it could not break the food down properly and it couldn't even get to where they wanted it to get. I said, I got to fast you. That stomach needs a rest. Do you know the man had a scar about 1 inch wide down his stomach? Do you know what a scar that big means? He's had cut after cut after cut after cut, trying to look for what the problem is. I said, you need to fast, but I shall give you a protein drink every juice so that you will not lose weight. I saw that man about 3 years later. He was big and strong and had muscles, and I didn't ask him his weight, but it was probably about, I don't know, for a 5'9" man, it'd be about 80 kilos, yeah. And what was he when he came to us? 48 kilos. Where did I have to go? I had to go to the gut. And that's where we're going to go on Sunday. Because if the gut's not working, nothing works. And one thing the gut loves is a rest.
Fasting can be a powerful way to heal the gut. When you fast, you give your digestive system a break from the constant processing of food. This pause allows the gut to focus on repair and maintenance, which can improve overall digestive health. During fasting, the gut lining has a chance to heal from any damage caused by inflammation, irritation, or poor diet. When you eat regularly, your digestive system is continually working to break down and process food. This constant activity can sometimes lead to stress on the gut lining and imbalance in gut flora. By fasting, you reduce this ongoing stress and allow your gut to restore its balance. Fasting can also help reset your digestive system's rhythm. When you eat late into the night, your body is forced to process food when it should be resting. This disruption can contribute to digestive issues and poor gut health. Fasting helps re-establish a natural eating pattern which can aid in proper digestion and absorption of nutrients. Fasting can support the body's natural detoxification processes. During a fast, the body can shift its focus from digesting food to removing toxins. This detoxification can help reduce inflammation in the gut and promote a healthier environment for beneficial gut bacteria.
What are the nutrients required? The nutrients required are beta-carotenes, that's all your orange and your green coloured vegetables. And what we do at Misty Mountain Health Retreat, every 2 hours we serve a fresh vegetable, sometimes a little bit of fruit juice. And every juice is either orange or green or red with a bit of beetroot. And another very potent beta-carotene is your greens. So every second juice we serve a green barley. One of the most powerful ways to cleanse that blood is that chlorophyll. I think most people are familiar with that. Green smoothies are popular. Green barley, wheatgrass, spirulina, they all do it. That's why we should eat greens every day, and I'm sure we'll have dark greens here every day. Very important. So that's stage one. We need these. Minerals, the highest source of minerals is your vegetables. Vegetables are high in fibre, high in minerals, low in sugars. Fruit, high in fibre, high in sugars, low in minerals. So when you're looking at a healing in the body, go more for your vegetables. Within 36 hours of starting a detox program, then the liver goes to stage 2. And stage 2 is where the liver takes this fat-soluble toxin. It's already started the breakdown, then it binds it together and locks it together with amino acids. Now, when it joins together with amino acids, that produces the water-soluble state. Can you see there's a process? Now, if you'd like to look at that in a bit more detail, I have a lecture on that called The Project Manager of the Liver. And also, from tomorrow night, my book is on sale, and I have a whole chapter in my book on the liver. But tonight, I'm just touching it. So the water-soluble toxin now can be released, and it's released via your sweat glands. It's released because it's in a water-soluble state, out via your urine, out via your colon. And it is in that very fascinating way that the liver is effectively detoxifying you. You see, Jesus could do a 40-day fast. 2016, am I right? Something like that, years ago. Not now. Not now. Because 2,000 plus years ago, there weren't the environmental poisons that we are subject to today. And these environmental poisons come from many areas. I'm sure Michael and I and Ralph just got a blast on our plane trip. But praise God, He has given us a liver that can effectively break those fat-soluble toxins down to a water-soluble state so they can be released out. And so when we fast our guests, we give them vegetable and fruit juices every 2 hours. We give them green barley every second juice. But every other second juice, we serve a protein drink. Because remember, it's amino acids that's required to join together and to convert it to a water-soluble state. How many people that fast have protein? Not many. And only 2 days of fast at a time. Because more than 2 days will cause a release of too many fat-soluble toxins. And especially if someone's been a cleaner, or especially if someone's been a hairdresser, say, or a painter, or a farmer, they're exposed to a huge amount of environmental poisons. They have to be very, very cautious, because too much fasting, what's going to be released? Too many of these. Far better, and all the experts agree on this today, to just do 2 days. Just do 2 days. Do 2 days a week, or 2 days a fortnight, or 2 days a month. No long fasts. Because we've all got these. And yes, the body can deal with it, but little by little by little.
The nutrients required for the body include beta-carotenes, which are crucial for health and found in orange and green-coloured vegetables. Juices are typically orange, green or red with beetroot, offering a range of nutrients. Greens, including green barley, are also essential due to their chlorophyll content, which helps cleanse the blood. Green smoothies, green barley, wheatgrass and spirulina are effective in detoxifying the body. Eating dark greens daily supports overall health. Stage 1 of detoxification relies on minerals, which are abundantly found in vegetables. Vegetables provide high fibre and mineral content while being low in sugars. Fruits, on the other hand, are high in fibre and sugars but lower in minerals. For effective healing, focusing on vegetables is preferable. Within 36 hours of starting a detox program, the liver begins to move to stage 2, where it processes fat-soluble toxins by binding them with amino acids and converting them into a water-soluble state. This transformation allows the toxins to be eliminated through sweat, urine, and the colon. The liver plays a significant role in detoxification, breaking down environmental toxins into a form that can be removed from the body. During a fast, providing vegetable and fruit juices every 2 hours, incorporating green barley into every second juice, and including a protein drink every other second juice is crucial. Protein binds with toxins to aid in their conversion to a water-soluble state. Fasting beyond 2 days can release an excessive amount of fat-soluble toxins, especially for those exposed to environmental toxins. Limiting fasting to 2 days at a time, whether weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, helps manage toxin release safely and effectively.
Why are so many people sick? It's because they don't give their body the conditions, they don't know the conditions. And that's why the Spirit of Prophecy says all should become intelligent as to the human frame and how to keep it in the condition necessary to do the work of the Lord, because He's looking for workers. And so many have gone down. Too young, too early. And so when you stop eating, an amazing thing happens in the body. Now all those blood and energies go to different parts of the body. And hang on a minute, we need a bit of fuel. When we eat to give fuel to every cell in the body. Is that right? And there's no fuel. So how will the body run? Well, we've got some amazing stores. They're called fuel stores. Now, what I want to take you in right now is the CBD of the human body. It's called the Central Business District of the human body. It's the inside workings of the cell. So a little bit of science now. Relax, because I'm talking about you. Here is the cell, and we are just a bunch of cells. We have eye cells, tissue cells, bone cells, brain cells, kidney cells, and the inside working of the cell, no matter what organ it is the same. The only one that's different is the red blood cell. You know, the Bible calls the blood the life of the flesh. It's the river of life. It hasn't got a nucleus. It hasn't got a DNA. It's just a carrier. And it's carrying your nutrients. It's carrying your oxygen. It's carrying your water, all to the CBD. Fascinating. Does everyone have an anatomy and physiology book in their home? Write it down. We all should. We all should know about the house we live in. Let's go in. Now, usually when we eat, the glucose goes in and it goes through a 20-step pathway. Now, this 20-step pathway gives us 2 units of energy. The end result of that 20-step pathway is a chemical form of glucose called pyruvate. Pyruvate is the chemical form of glucose that gets fed into the powerhouse. Called the powerhouse because even though it's only an 8-step pathway, this powerhouse delivers for us 36 units of energy. Wow, what makes the difference? It's oxygen. Oxygen, the most vital element needed for life, is what gives us the energy. This pathway has no oxygen. Now, if you'd like to pursue that a little bit more, I'm only going to touch on it tonight. You can go to YouTube, where you'll see all my DVDs where I go into the CBD. But also on Sunday night, I think we have Saturday night and all day Sunday. I'm getting a nod from my husband. We have my DVDs that will sell well, go into detail in this. But today, I'm just touching on it because I want to show you what happens when you're fasting and you're running out of fuel. But first of all, we're going to look at what the body does with the fuel. First of all, the glucose goes down here to give us energy. There's still some left over, and so it stores it here like a little bunch of grapes. And it's called glycogen. And they're the quick-release glucose stores. So early tomorrow morning, when we're up early, running up and down, getting our high-intensity training in so that you can understand the messages tomorrow. Got that? And you have not had breakfast yet. Where do we get the energy from? It's the glycogen stores. They're like little molecules of glucose, and they just get plucked and fed through the pathway that gives us energy. So that's your glycogen. So when you fast, first of all, the glycogen gets plucked. But there's only so much that can be stored in the cell. And so the liver, when we eat food, it causes, first of all, glucose to go down the pathways that give us energy. And then it'll store some as glycogen. But when a person's eating a lot of food, we've still got some left over. And so now it goes over to another cell called, have you heard of it? Fat cell. So that's the next place the excess fuel gets stored. And because so many Aussies, New Zealanders are eating so many, especially carbohydrates, what do they all get stored as? And they're eating more fuel than they can burn, so there's the fat stores. Now the person comes to Misty Mountain Health Retreat. 2 days of fasting, we need fuel. Pluck the glycogen stores, they get used up pretty quickly. And so now the body goes where? The fat stores, and starts releasing the fat stores to give the fuel. But something else a little bit more sinister is stored in those fat cells.
When someone is fasting, the body shifts its focus to using stored fat for energy. The initial step involves depleting glycogen stores, which are quickly used up, especially during high-intensity activities. Once these glycogen stores are exhausted, the body turns to fat reserves. This process involves breaking down fat into fatty acids and glycerol, which can be used to produce energy. Fasting also affects the stomach's rhythm and overall digestive process. During fasting, the stomach goes through a period of rest, which can help reset its rhythm. When you eat regularly, the stomach produces digestive juices and experiences contractions known as peristalsis, which helps break down food and move it through the digestive tract. When fasting, these processes slow down, allowing the stomach to recover and recalibrate its rhythm. This rest period can help improve digestive efficiency and balance the stomach's natural functions when food is reintroduced. By allowing the stomach to rest and reset, fasting can promote a more effective digestive process and potentially alleviate some common digestive issues.
Hydration. Proper hydration is necessary for the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor. So when you keep those 8 laws of health, brain-derived neurotrophic factor is released. When you keep to God's laws, Notice how science today is proving that these laws are powerful. Transgression of physical law is transgression of the moral law, because God is as truly the author of the physical law as he is of the moral law. He has written his law with his own finger on every nerve, every muscle, every faculty, every brain cell, stimulating the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is a protein that causes neurogenesis, new brain cells.
Hydration is crucial for maintaining many bodily functions, including brain health. While fasting, staying hydrated helps ensure that the body can efficiently process and eliminate toxins. Proper hydration supports the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein essential for generating new brain cells and maintaining cognitive function. Without adequate fluids, the body can become stressed, and this can impact mental clarity and overall well-being. Drinking enough water during fasting also helps regulate metabolic processes and keeps the body balanced. This balance is essential for maintaining energy levels and supporting overall health during periods of restricted food intake. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you found this look at fasting helpful. Remember, fasting can offer various benefits, but it's always important to listen to your body. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more health tips. Take care and see you next time.